Alright, this is Crota giving you another audio commentary on Turtle Rock, and this is going to be a game between Demuslim and Future here on Turtle Rock. We have Demuslim spawning at the 4 o'clock position here on Turtle Rock. Meanwhile, we have the Orc player in Teal spawning at the 11 o'clock position. This is a cross spawn, so there may be some harass, but not typical if you do have a close spawn. We do have an Altar of Storms and an Orc Burrow being produced. If this next peasant is going to build a barracks, then we may see some early creeping. Yeah, and we do have an early barracks coming from Orc. And most likely it's going to be Grunts and a Blade Master, especially since this is Turtle Rock, and a lot of the creeps do drop very good items for the Blade Master. Meanwhile, we have Demuslim here coming with an early lumber mill. So we're going to have an early lumber mill build for Demuslim with a later barracks. At this point, I'm not sure what Demuslim is going to do. That early lumber mill is just going to help with the gathering of wood on this particular map. This particular spawning location is a little bit far to gather wood as compared to some of the other ones. Look at the distance from here and here, and look at the distance from here or here. So it is a little bit farther to walk to gather wood, and perhaps Demuslim knows this particular spawning location and knows that he needs to go an early lumber mill in order to recoup that cost. Perhaps we're going to see some early towers coming from Demuslim to be able to fend off any rush, and perhaps a quick, fast expansion here on Turtle Rock with those early towers. Now we have the peasant and militia going ahead trying to check out that local spawn, or the close spawn. Doesn't find anything. Going to go ahead and return to work, and going to go ahead and gather some wood. So it doesn't look like he's going to go ahead and scout cross map. He just wants to make sure that it is not a local spawn. I have seen human players call to arms and try to take out this red spawn with militia, getting level 2 and going ahead and taking out units. We have an archmage coming out with 3 militia, and the archmage is going to go ahead and creep this giant sea turtle camp. The water monster is going ahead and tank. Meanwhile, we have the blade master coming in. No shop yet from Pepsi Future, or from Future, so no healing salves, and no quick purchasing of circulative nobility either, so this is going to be a straight harass. Meanwhile, we have a footman and an archmage coming across the map. Do we have any militia coming? No, we have an upgrade to keep. Demuslim, before I've seen Demuslim really liking to go mass tier 1 very, very early. But it looks as though he does not want to do that. The Blade Master unable to find where Demuslim is, so is going to go ahead and try to do some creeping as well. We have 2 Cloak of Shadows, very useless items for the Archmage, or at least to stack them anyways. Meanwhile, we have the Blade Master looking to sell his Scroll of Town Portal and picking up a Circle of Nobility. Blade Master still trying to find where the Archmage is creeping. The Archmage is most likely going to go ahead and start creeping down this camp. No, he's going to go ahead and looks like he's going to go creep the turtle camp over at the 7 location. Blade Master is now trying to pick up, well, my guess is either Claws of Attack +6, Circle of Nobility, or Gloves of Haste. It is going to be a Ring of Protection +2, the most useless item for the Blade Master. He will most likely sell that. We do have an Arcane Vault and farms being built up, so the Blade Master and Grunts cannot get into the back of the base very easily. Now, with an early tech like this, my guess is going to be perhaps a Blade Master or a Beast Master, and some early or tower push perhaps. Archmage quickly checks to see where Pepsi Future is. By elimination, he knows that Pepsi Future is over here. We do have a Voodoo Lounge finally being built, Stronghold halfway teched, and we have a Footman trying to come out. We have a Grunt trying to figure out where the Archmage is going to be. Archmage is most likely going to sell. Yes, sells a Cloak of Shadows, picks up a Boots of Speed and a Staff of Teleportation, and is going to use his Footman to go ahead and head back out. Grunts around the map as well, trying to reconvene and trying to relocate where everyone is. Blade Master is now on the field. Blade Master gets in a couple hits on a low hit point Footman. That Footman is going to go down if he's not careful. And Footman tries to run to the back of the base, tries to get some scouting in, as he knows he is going to pass away. And Footman down to 60 hit points, trying to hide himself in between the burrows and getting himself stuck. And the Blade Master is now going to go ahead and try to critical strike that Footman. The Footman is going to go down, and Blade Master is still currently sitting at level 1. Meanwhile, Archmage is now trying to take out the Forest Troll and trying to finish off the creep camps that the Future did not finish off. Meanwhile, we have the Grunts coming out. We have an early Mountain King coming out, so very wrong on predictions so far today. We do have an Arcane Sanctum being built, so we are going to have some slow. It is being speed built as well. So sorceresses are going to come out, and we are the speed building his second Sanctum. No, he is not. And meanwhile, we have the Archmage trying to creep this the second location with just water elementals. Very nicely positioning those water elementals so that the one with the lower timer is going to take most of that damage first. Picks up Ring of Protection +2. Blade Master still holding on to that Ring of Protection +2. That Footman is down to 154 hit points. May go down to 40 hit points, trying to get blocking, trying to get some padding in. One block, and then down goes another Footman. So Blade Master able to hunt down 2 low hit point Footmen, and now back at the base. No real towers. Sorceresses are being produced as well. Staff of Teleportation to try to get back to the main base, and the Archmage doesn't pick up any healing, is gonna go ahead and use Militia to call to arms and clear out this red camp. So it looks as though it is gonna be a later creep than normal to take out this red camp, but he is gonna go ahead and try to, I believe, fast expand at this location. Gonna go ahead and drop a water elemental and try to get into positioning and have that Mountain King surround that Troll Warlord that gives True Shot aura to those particular units. That, wow, that water elemental is taking a lot of damage very quickly. No defend on those Footmen. Quick use of nice bolt from the Mountain King to make sure that there is no Archmage or Blade Master can steal that kill. Mountain King gonna get to level 2 by finishing off these particular camps. We do have a Sorceress in play. Archmage is hiding very nicely off to the side to make sure that he does not steal any of that experience for the Mountain King, who is now currently sitting at level 2. It looks as though the peasants are not going to be building... Oh, down goes a Footman. It looks as though peasants are not going to be building an expansion here. He just wanted to go ahead and grab that Sobi Mask. Are we going to get a bolt from the... No bolt. If we do have a slow and a bash on the Mountain or on the Blade Master, Blade Master is going to go ahead and wind walk and walk away. Meanwhile, we have the Shadow Hunter trying to creep out this camp, perhaps getting a Hex on that Troll Warlord. No Hex on one of the Troll Berserkers, and trying to focus down that Troll Warlord. Blade Master now coming in across the map, still sitting at level 3 with the Boots of Speed. Meanwhile, we have an Archmage coming in with Ivory Towers, and gonna push at tier 2 with a Mountain King instead of the Beastmaster. We do have the Bestiary already up, and we do have a Spirit Lodge researching Spirit Walker Adept training. So the Spirit Walker Adept training is going to allow for some dispelling to take care of those water elementals and the slow on those units. Here we have him trying to go ahead and try to take down those turtle camps. These giant sea turtles at level 4 do have normal armor, so they do take additional damage from spell breakers and those Footmen. And personally, I like to take down the sea turtles first before taking the Gargantuan, but with the possibility of getting creepjacked or getting creep steal, it may be important to try to take down that last unit. Now we have a quick bolt, takes a lot of mana stealing, just as the Blade Master is going to go ahead and come in, so that Blade Master sees the army of the Muslim. Meanwhile, we have the Shadow Hunter trying to get to level 3 as well. We do have a War Mill being produced from Pepsi Future, so perhaps we will see some towers. Archmage just sitting outside, or Blade Master sitting outside the base of the Muslim. The Muslim now has Boots of Agility +6. No, it looks like the Blade Master has Boots of Agility +6, so very good items on that Blade Master. Do we have no researching on that Arcane, or the True Sight of the Arcane, don't know what the Arcane Sentry, that's the name of the ability, coming from Pepsi Future at this time. It looks as though a tower push is going to be underway. Blade Master is going to go ahead and come on in, and I'm going to go ahead and pause this replay at this point so I do not have to take a break in the action. Stay tuned for part 2 of this replay.